Hey everybody, really quickly here, I've been searching for some videos that I need for some upcoming videos, and I found one I did about 2 or 3 weeks ago by request, and I appreciate messages and comments. I do read them all, and I do get a lot of ideas from videos from those messages and comments, but I'm a total disaster when it comes to organization, and I've lost a few videos. I don't know how I labeled them, and but I did find one that I did a few weeks ago, and after I did it, I just had no enthusiasm, and I saved it, and I never watched it, and I just walked away and said, you suck. And I am very critical of myself, but I watched it today, and it's worthy of being made public. I just asked some questions, so show you around Google Earth, and just babble information off the top of my head. So I'm going to present that video to you that I did a few weeks ago. And thank you to the people who ask me questions and send me messages. It gets me thinking. I spend about an hour a day on YouTube, and just sometimes I don't have a time to reply. Next time I talk to you, probably be over 30,000 subs, so I really appreciate that. Some of my music videos are only be public for a little while. A lot of them will stay public for all time, but some of them I've had to take down because of a few copyright issues. I don't want videos that are blocked in countries, so I just wanted to mention that. And a shout out to all the people I met down on the strip that have subscribed to me and that I've talked to. You know, I've talked to people down there, and I've just mentioned in passing that I have a YouTube channel, and I appreciate the interest. And I've had fun talking to you people, and you know who you are. And I know a few of you are tuning in, so it's been very cool meeting you. So here's that video I made about a week and a half ago, and you all have a very nice day. Hey everybody, I have a video here for you today, and this is kind of by request. I've had a lot of messages and comments, and I have looked at my messages, and I appreciate the interest in what I have to say. And there's been a lot of questions on Google Earth. What are all those marks on your Google Earth page? Well, I'm just going to show you a few undocumented ruins. And people sending me Facebook activity, I appreciate that. I just don't have time. I'm overwhelmed with YouTube. I think I have over 1,000 comments that need to be approved now, and some of them get sent to spam, and I don't know why. But anyway, here is some ruins, and this is kind of between Dendera and Abydos. And this is just a good example of some ruins that I found that really there is no documentation for, and I really don't know what they are. And after just brief initial searches, I kind of give up. But this is one area I find fascinating. We have a structure here in the middle that's about 60 meters long. We have these buried, I don't know, even what you call them, enclosures surrounding this main burial place, I assume. And this looks fairly modern, but I just think this is fascinating. If you go out here, there are smaller tombs surrounding this, and these are 1/4 of a mile apart. So this whole complex covers a very large area, but just an example of stuff you find all along the western side of the Nile. That really, you just don't know what they are. And this mark here, this has kind of always bothered me. This is ancient Abydos, one of the most ancient places in Egypt. And here you can clearly see ancient necropolis, and this is the famous Temple of Seti. Down here we have the Osirian behind it. Really, these are two different periods of construction. Way ancient, very, very ancient, and then 18th dynasty, roughly say 3,400 years ago. But the thing about Abydos that I'm going to talk about today is this. There's obviously something here that was very, very ancient for the ancient necropolis. Really every dynasty in Egypt built here. So what was the ancient structure? Well, this is a huge, massive structure at Abydos. And this has thick walls, and it's actually double thick. And there just isn't very much documentation. There's some things in German here, but this is a huge, massive structure. And how old this thing is really not in my realm of knowledge. This could be First Dynasty, but just the complete lack of information on initial search and the pictures of this place, just to me, I just get a weird feeling. Look at this place. This kind of has the look of some of those pics of the unfinished pyramids, the color of the stone, but the lack of attribution that I could find on initial search, if anyone wants to, see who they attribute this to, I'd be interested. But now let's just do a quick measure. This is about 135 meters long and roughly maybe 75 meters across. That is a huge, massive structure, and I just don't know who we can really attribute this to. Maybe there are some good answers out there, but this enclosure, to me, just looks odd, and I get a weird feeling when I look at that. But this is ancient Abydos, the Temple of Seti. But let's go down and take a look at one other place here. And this is where Abydos is. It's down in what they call Upper Egypt, which is really southern Egypt. And it's way down by this big bend of the Nile here. Let's go over to Dendera. And this is where Dendera lies, right here. And I believe this is the Temple of Hathor right here. But Dendera is also a very ancient place, home to the Dendera zodiac. Really the most ancient timepiece in ancient Egypt, where time spirals out of the middle, where Anubis is in the very center of that zodiac. And to me, it just says what became the dynastic Egyptians started in the mid-9000s BC. I think they have it dated for us. I just wanted to mention that. And those people who say the Sphinx is a lion to Leo, well, according to the zodiacs that the dynastic Egyptians inherited, there never was an age of Leo recognized by the people who became the dynastic Egyptians. According to their zodiac, I just want to mention that. But this is the Temple of Hathor, and clearly some very impressive work done in here. But this enclosure here, this is a massive wall, 20 to 30 meters thick to what we have left today. And let's just go take a look at what this, really I think these walls are some of the most ignored, incredible, totally incredible feats of engineering by whoever did it. But here, clearly, a couple thousand, 3,000 plus year old ruins here. Very impressive temple built by the Egyptians, what we have left today. And then we have this outer wall that is so ancient that tombs are cut into it. It very clearly appears. But what it would have taken to build this wall, this is what we have left today. I think that is a largely ignored engineering feat coming from the ancient Egyptians. Was this built in the early dynasties? Well, that's possible, but clearly a different period of builders than the finished temple we have down here at Dendera. I just wanted to show you that. But these great enclosures, are these very ancient? And then this place is reused by the dynastic Egyptians? Well, some of these enclosures are pretty incredible, and I just wanted to show you a couple of them. Did the dynastic Egyptians build those enclosures? That's very possible. But we just have a few down here at Dendera and Abydos that to me just seem very ancient. Just throwing out questions, things that my intuition says, hey, you should look at that. But those are a few of the ruins I wanted to talk about by request. Hope you thought that was interesting, and you all have a very nice day.